Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how I make a ground turkey egg stir fry. We're going to be needing ground turkey, jasmine or white rice. We're going to be using broccoli, carrots, green onion, 1 egg, and our seasonings are going to be garlic, salt, black pepper, soy sauce, and sriracha. Now the very first step that we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and chop our veggies. Now that our veggies are prepped, we're gonna go ahead and blanch our veggies, and for this, you're gonna need a setup. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys, now it's time to blanch our veggies. The setup for this is you are gonna put a small or medium pot, depending how many vegetables you're gonna be blanching, and you're gonna fill it up about, I'm gonna say 1/3 of the way with water, and you're gonna heat it on high so it reaches a boil faster. If you have a lid, you can definitely cover it up so it boils a lot faster. Your station number 2 is gonna be ice water. That's really all it is, water and ice. What this is gonna do is we're gonna boil our vegetables for 30 seconds to a minute. Then we're gonna remove them from the heat and put them in the ice water so it stops cooking. And then lastly, we're gonna drain it to remove any excess water. Now, depending on the vegetable that you are cooking, it could either be 30 seconds or it could be more of a minute. For broccoli, this cooks almost instantly. And now I'm gonna show you guys the color it has when it's cooked. That way you guys can keep an eye out when you are doing this yourself. Tip number 2 is don't blanch veggies together. Now, each vegetable has a different cooking time, so this is why we don't wanna cook them all at once, because while broccoli cooks instantly, something like carrot that is a lot more dense and harder is gonna take a lot longer to cook. Now we're gonna go ahead and throw in our broccoli in the water. I'm cooking a small amount so I can do this all at once. If you're cooking a lot more veggies, then you wanna do at least 2 to 3 rounds. That way you don't overfill your pot. Now make sure that they're all submerged in the water so they cook. And I'm gonna show you guys really quick. This is what it should look like. The color is bright, and this tells me that it's cooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that in the ice water and remove the remainder of them. And make sure you get all your broccoli out so you don't have pieces left in there. I'm gonna submerge it in the water for a couple seconds. Now, you don't wanna leave them in the water for too long so they don't absorb too much water. And then you can do this with your hand or with a spoon. We're gonna remove them from the ice and put them in our colander. Now, if you have a colander that fits over your sink, you can definitely use that. I don't, so this is a little setup that I've got going on. But this is a great way to pre-cook your vegetables and prep them for the week. This way, when you cook them, they're already semi-cooked and it doesn't take you a lot longer to cook them. Now that our veggies are blanched, now we are gonna go ahead and cook our egg. Using, again, the same pot, we are gonna have the heat on medium, give it a light spray, and then go ahead and crack that egg. That sound is so pretty. Now, you can definitely use just the egg white if you're following your meal plan and it says specifically egg whites. Or if you just want to eliminate the yolk and not add that extra fat. However, I like adding the whole egg. It just gives it a much better flavor. So you can definitely pick whichever one best suits you. After this, we're gonna cook the turkey and then it's time to assemble the meal. You can definitely cook the ground turkey and then add the egg. I just always like cooking the egg separately and then putting it as a topping. But again, that's me. And that's the cool thing about cooking is that you can get creative and you can come up with whatever ways work best for you and give it that extra touch. And this egg is now cooked. I'm gonna go ahead and set it aside. And using the same pan, I'm gonna go ahead and add my ground turkey. This is 97.3, which just means that it has less fat than something like 85.15, I believe. If you get one that has a little bit more fat than you'd like, then at the end, you can go ahead and drain any extra fat that you don't like. For seasoning, I'm just gonna be adding some garlic powder and a pinch of salt. And I'm gonna go ahead and wait until it is golden brown. Once it reaches that point, then I'm gonna go ahead and add my rice, my egg, my veggies, and put it all together. All right, guys, now it's time to plate our meal. Our base is gonna be white rice. I feel like for this recipe, using rice that is at least 1 day old makes it taste just a lot better. That's my preference. If you want to go ahead and learn how to cook rice, you can definitely check our website out under our Vision Eats tab. Now we're going to go ahead and add our ground turkey. And then we're going to add a little bit of soy sauce. And this is going to give it a hint of salt and just a lot of flavor. Then we're going to add some spice to it. I'm using sriracha. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this item is discontinued. I have not seen it at grocery stores. If you don't find that, you can definitely use Asian chili paste or come up with your own using olive oil, red pepper flakes, and other seasonings. But obviously sriracha, I still have a little bit, so I'm totally gonna use it. Now give this a good mix. That way the soy sauce and your sriracha are evenly distributed. Then you're gonna add everything else. So we're gonna add our broccoli, we're gonna add our carrots, we're gonna add our egg, and I like to plate it very nice. This way it looks appealing, and as you guys know, we eat with our eyes. So if our food looks good, we are definitely going to want to eat it. And lastly, we're gonna add our green onions. This is one of those meals that you can prep for the week. It lasts a long time in the fridge, and it's perfect for midweek dinner and then prepping the leftovers for your week. And there you go, guys. It's a healthier version of our typical fried rice.